Hello and welcome. The snow has finally melted and now all the spring flowers has emerged underneath. We have a lot of winter snowdrops and winter aconites, and they're just all over. It's such an abundance. And I've noticed that people are just smiling so much when I go biking and see other people, just strangers there. Everyone is just so happy. So it's really, really lovely. So to celebrate and welcome the first signs of spring, I want to make little clay, self-drying clay flower bulb babies that is just sprouting, tiny sprouts. And I want to make a paper cutting out of spring flowers to put on the window in our door out in the garden. And yeah, just bring spring inside and enjoy it out in the garden as well. So come along and let's celebrate the first sign of spring together. We moved into the house in September, so this is the first year that we're actually going to see what's in our garden, and I've been so excited to see what comes up through the different seasons. And so this is our very first spring, and we have some flowers, and that's really, really nice. We have snowdrops and 2 crocuses and a lot of winter aconites in our hedge especially. We don't have that many in our garden yet, but I'm sure we can spread some seeds and do something. Right now it's just about tidying up and prepare for spring. Yeah, soon we'll be clearing the greenhouse and make that ready for the new season. That's really exciting as well. Last spring I made this little flower bulb baby out of self-drying clay. And this year I thought it would be really sweet and nice to make it a sibling. So I'm going to make one more so that they can hang out together. it's always fun to see pictures and sculptures come alive when the colors are added, and see how their personality turns out, and meet them for the first time. And while I paint this little guy, I can't stop wondering what kind of flowers him and his sibling are going to have when they grow up. There's this lovely place close to our house where we go on walks very often, Philip and I. And it's a sort of mix of a park and a forest. And there's just such an abundance of winter aconites right now. And the ground is just covered in yellow. It's so, so gorgeous. There's also a lot of snowdrops as well. So we went there one afternoon to pick a few, because my mom, she always make these kind of water lily ponds in balls and glasses, and she use these flowers as the water lilies so that they can float in the water. And it's so pretty, and it's very nostalgic to me, and it really feels like spring is here whenever I see them. So I want to make some of those for our home as well. There's something so lovely about spring rain. It just feels very lush, and nature feels very alive. It was so nice walking around there in the drip drops of the rain and smelling the wet soil and seeing the rain splashing a bit in the water. I want to make a paper cutting for the door that leads out into our garden from our living room. And I want it to be with snowdrops and winter aconites. They're the first ones to arrive after the snow melts, and they make me so bubbly and happy every year when I see the first one appear. So I want to make something with them. It feels really nice to be able to bring spring inside, as a reminder of all the lovely things that are going on in nature right now. So I've started this new knitting project that I've been really excited to show you. And it's a Sophie Hood by Petite Knit. And I guess many of you might know the Sophie scarf. I think it's everywhere. And it's really, really lovely. But she also made a Sophie Hood, which has an expansion, which is the hood, and then the scarf looks a lot like the Sophie scarf with the I-cord edges and garter stitches in the middle. So I have knitted around half, and it's going to be kind of like this. Whoop. And that around. So I'm making the small version. The hood has the same size in all the versions, but the small version means that you can only do it like this one time and tie it in the back, where the medium and the large can go many times around. And they look really snug and cozy as well. And I might make one of the big ones for autumn, but here for spring I think it can look really elegant and a bit more clean with just one knot in the back. So I'll try that out and see how it works. And you might recognize this yarn from the inner child sweater I made in my last video. And I'm still really hyped on glitter yarns, so I'm going to use the leftover from that sweater to combine with this really nice white wool. So I'll continue on this and enjoy the last of March, and I hope you'll do the same and that there is a lot of lovely spring signs all around you where you are. Take care, bye bye!